Number three, property management. Decide on if you're going to manage the property yourself or if you're going to hire a property manager. Why is that important? Because when we look at profit margins on properties, okay, Derek, you already know this. Herschel, you already know this. We've already coached on this. When you look at the profitability of a property, we're looking at what we call gross revenue, gross profit margins, right? When we start looking at what we call the 555, we start looking at management, we start looking at maintenance, and we start looking at vacancy rates. That's when we start factoring in some additional expenses that's going to bring our gross profit margin down to a level that we call our net profit margins, okay? And that's our real bottom line number. So now generally in management, you're going to spend about 5% up to as high as 10% for management. So we always recommend that you manage the first property yourself, okay? One is because it's going to save you that percentage of expense. And then secondly, we recommend that because you need to learn the business. Remember, we tell you all the time, we do not teach people how to buy properties. You can learn that on TikTok. You can learn that on YouTube, right? But what we teach you how to do is to establish and to expand a business. So we want you to learn how to run the business. And you cannot run the business if you're leaning on everybody else to do everything all the time. All right. So we want you to be able to grow the business by learning the business yourself. So manage your first multifamily property.